Welcome to another video of Secondhand Luke. This is the Pixel 4 white 64GB, a comparison of the iPhone X 256GB. So both of these have been purchased secondhand. Got a screen protector on this one, but it had some scuffs and things when I initially bought it. Pixel 4, also great phone, great condition too when I got it. Anyways, we're not talking about the condition, we're comparing these phones today. One thing that you'll notice off the bat is the Face ID versus Google's face unlocking. It's pretty slick. I think what Google does is way easier. Okay, so this is my favorite thing about the Pixel. I just have to look at it. I don't have to swipe to unlock. I look at it and it unlocks. Whereas Apple, on the iPhone X, you've got that extra layer of having to swipe up, which isn't that bad, but it does delay my unlock. I don't like that. Solely radar is pretty cool. I haven't used it too much, but it's useful when trying to unlock the phone. I've used that. I feel like face unlock just in general is so much better on the Google Pixel 4. It's so much easier. I've got I can be looking at it at a slight angle and it'll unlock, versus if I'm at any kind of angle, there's no way I'm getting it on the iPhone X. So water resistance, they're about the same. The displays are pretty equal, I'd say. This one's obviously the newer 90 Hertz speed, which means it's supposedly faster. However, I feel like what I honestly feel is that the Google Pixel seems fast, snappy, whereas the iPhone seems smooth, snappy. So they're different kinds of fast. That's Apple versus Google. I wouldn't worry too much about the water resistance on this. I wouldn't go swimming with either of these phones, but you can use it in the shower if that's your thing, or get it wet, take it for a run in the rain. That's fine, it'll survive. The low light photography is hands down incredible with the Pixel. It's amazing. In general, I feel like the camera does better. Well, I guess in this light it actually looks better on the iPhone. But with other testing that I've done, was when I compare the photos from the Pixel to the iPhone, Pixel does a little bit better, especially in low light. You also got dual cameras. I feel like they both do good at portrait. One thing that I like about the Pixel is how fast it takes the portrait photos. With the iPhone, I feel like I'm often missing the photo because I hit the shutter button and it takes a little second, and then I miss the moment that I was trying to capture. They're pretty much the same size. I'd say that the iPhone feels a little bit thinner in the hand. It feels a little bit more premium too. Google Pixel is a little bit thinner, not as wide, but also taller. And the iPhone's not as tall, but a little bit wider. They're about, once again, same thickness. One thing I love that Apple has is this vibrate button. I wish that was a thing on Pixels, but it is what it is. Let's talk about battery life. Battery life on these phones is pretty much equal. In fact, I'd say it's a little bit less on the Pixel 4. You can tell that my battery's almost dead on my iPhone. I've been using it all day long and recording some of these videos that you're seeing. I just feel like the Pixel just drains though, constantly lowering the battery all day long. I just barely turned it on for these videos, but it seems to go pretty quickly. I wish Google put a better battery in there. iPhone's good. It's it's an iPhone X. I don't know how to describe it, but the smaller models usually don't last as long with iPhones, and that's true for the iPhone X. It doesn't last as long, but it's pretty good. It gets me through the day, and I charge it every night. Whereas with my wife's iPhone XR, she can use it all day, and then the next day she still has 50%. I'm sure that's the same for the Pixel XL as well, the Pixel 4 XL. Anyways, battery comparison, it's almost sixes, but I feel like the Pixel drains faster. That's the impression. Alright, so here's the deal. If you're switching from an iPhone to a Pixel, you can say hello to freedom. Customize basically anything. You've got widgets, all sorts of cool things that you can play with. More settings all over the place. You can say hello to AI. Pixels learn about you and your use cases. Smarter suggestions in menus, searches, and settings. Say hello to Google services. Step up in speed, step up in camera quality, step across in battery life, but say goodbye to your silent mode switch. Say goodbye to those blue chat bubbles, but who needs them anyways? What if you're switching from a Pixel to an iPhone? Well, say hello to simplicity and smoothness. iPhones work, and they work, and they work. They're the most reliable phones out there. Welcome to the club. Blue chat bubbles, group messaging gimmicks, iOS updates to keep you going for years. You can still keep your Google services though. Step down in camera quality, but not that much. Step across in battery life, really. Say goodbye to AI, no more helpful Google Assistant. Siri isn't that smart. Say goodbye to freedom. Most things are locked down or not customizable. But on the flip side, you have the App Store, which has better developed apps and more to choose from. Okay, well that's the end of the quick comparison here. Let me know what you think, and if you like the content, please subscribe for more helpful videos. I'd love to hear your comments as well, so leave a comment in the link below.